Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining once again. So I want to extend my commentary on the Bad Bunny performance at the NFL halftime show. Apparently, there was some type of a interview on what is it, the Morning Joe show or whatever. And this particular commentator said something to me, said something that was just so out of touch with reality. I just said to myself, I have to respond to what he said. So I'm going to read you guys a small portion of this article, and then I'm going to let you guys listen in on the audio of what this individual said, and we're going to get right into what I feel in terms of my response to what he has said, because this guy, in my opinion, is totally whacked. Let's just get into this, okay? Let's get into this, man. On Tuesday, on Morning Joe, political commentator Donnie DeShoe, I really want to say Donnie Douchebag. That's really what I want to say. And that's what it's Donnie Douchebag. That's what he is. Yeah, I said it. Said anyone who does not think Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime performance represented America needs their head examined. So let's get into this. Let's get into what he had to say.
And it's failing.
So Donnie, branding guy, immediately, if you could help translate for the few that decided to watch the other thing. What was the Bad Bunny
yeah, you can say what you want to say.
Performance about? Go.
5 million people watched.
It's interesting.
You the other thing.
When I heard they were booking Bad Bunny, I'm like, okay, I don't really know his music and whatnot. And he started to sing and didn't understand a word. And I was sucked into it. It was majestic. It was about...
What was it about?
It was about who we are.
A lot of people are claiming I didn't understand.
How much money do they pay these people to say this? You hear what he just said? He said, I couldn't understand the thing he was saying, but it was majestic. I was sucked into it. Now, here's the problem with that, number one. Number one, I was watching a clip of the people that actually attended the Super Bowl, because I did see clips of the actual performance.
I don't care what the words were.
And no one was moving. I didn't see anyone clapping. The only people that were clapping and shouting was the people that was actually in the performance itself, obviously. But no one else was moving. There wasn't any audience members shouting. They were just looking around with their smartphones, looking at, some of them were looking into their smartphones. It was like they weren't responding. And I think I know why. Could it be that they couldn't understand what he was saying? He was speaking in Spanish. I mean, could that be the reason? This man here, right off the bat, see, this is what I be talking about, man. This is what I be talking about. These commentators get up here and they gaslight the Americans to make us look like we're crazy. We're the ones supposed to have our head examined because this is actually pro-America. Let's listen to the rest of what he has to say, because I'm getting wound up. I'm getting triggered. Here.
Couldn't get from that joy, inclusivity, love over hate, which they literally said, God bless America. That was the most American thing I've seen in a long time.
Let me say this. He said they literally said, God bless America. Okay, but let me say this. God's blessing is not over America. God's judgment is over America. And I'm going to leave it at that. God bless America. No, God is not going to bless America, because y'all told him to get out of the schools, get out of the movies, get out of the songs, and get out of the churches in many instances. You don't even see God in the churches. Don't let me get started with that. God is not blessing America. God is judging America. So for him to try to use God, this person is probably anti-God, and use God as a way of trying to say, well, it's all about being inclusive, and it's all about being, first of all, this whole idea of inclusivity. Being inclusive to me is just silly. Because what do you mean by being inclusive, sir? What do you really mean? That is not being inclusive. Stop gaslighting the American people. That is not being inclusive. He spoke in a language that most Americans don't understand. It's something that, what was her name? Meg Kelly said. She said something in an interview with Pierce, whatever that British journalist's name was. That was right on point. She said, no, in responding to what Pierce said, she's like, and I'm paraphrasing what she said to him. She's like, no, sir, this not the incident. This not American. Latinos make up 40, like 40 million Latinos in America. So that's like 16, well, actually it's like there are 16% of Americans are Latino, Puerto Rican. That's more than blacks. I mean, we still only make up 13%, but 16% of Americans are made up of Latinos. So that's like 42 million at the very least, 42 to maybe 43 million. But then she said over 300 other million of us don't speak Spanish. Now, to say that 300 other million don't speak Spanish, we can't really say, okay? That we don't know. I mean, pretty sure that some of the Americans there, a lot of them do speak Spanish, and they understood exactly what Bad Bunny was saying. So that right there was a kind of an exaggeration, but I get what she was saying. Over 300 million other ones are, I'm going to assume that more than 42 million of them don't speak Spanish. And with that being the case, doing what he did was, whether he did it, but what he did it by out of his own free will, and the NFL didn't know about it, or whether they told him to do it or not, I don't know. But I don't think at all that is a unifying concept. It caused division, because if it didn't cause division, then why are so many people disagreeing with it from the beginning? I've seen so many videos, TikTok videos, commentary from black people and white people saying that was garbage. I don't know if it was garbage or not, because I didn't watch it, so I'm not going to give a critique about the performance itself. But I believe they were making a statement in reference to the fact that it was in a language that they don't speak. Let me tell you something, man. Let me just make a real quick comment about this. People like this man here is a piece of trash, because I'm pretty sure that he didn't understand. He just said he didn't understand what the man was saying. How do you know that Bad Bunny wasn't saying, F you, F America, y'all don't understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand what I'm saying? You piece of SIAT. You don't understand what I'm saying? Suck my DACK. I mean, he could have been saying anything. He could have been saying, F all of y'all. Y'all took over our land. F y'all. I'm going to grab my crouch in front of your face and say F you in my native language. And what you going to do about it? You ain't going to do nothing about it because you don't understand. But we got idiots like this talking about, well, I didn't understand it, but it was so majestic. Oh, it's so majestic and so great. Oh, my God. Oh, man, you about the most fakest Negro I ever seen in my life. Bro, please. Don't make me go off. Well, I done already went off. Because they be tripping, man. These people be tripping. These commentators be tripping. And gonna get an attitude with me. You know I'm telling the truth. You get an attitude. Get an addy. I don't care. It's the truth. Unbelievable, man. He could have been cussing you out, cussing Americans out in his language. That's why a lot of people don't like going to places and hearing some people speaking their native language in an American soil. Like, man, come on, speak English. I don't know what you're saying. You could be saying it's a dumb Nigga right here. I can't stand this thing. You could be saying anything. You're saying F your mama, whatever. I don't know what you're saying. Stupid, man. Come on. Anyway.
This is who we are. And to me, this is the ultimate cultural tell. If you look at that and you say that's not who we are, you're living in another time. And you have issues that we are becoming a country that is multicultural, that will be less majority white.
Let me say something about this. See, this is what I'm talking about. But first of all, he's a white man. So he's about as stupid as they come. You want less. So this is what you're saying, white man, white commentator. Are you saying that you want less white people in this country? Based on what you just said, are you saying you want less white people in this country? Would you make up that number, stupid? With your, Lord have mercy, Jesus. How much money do they pay these people to spit this bull crap, man? And then he makes this stupid idea that this is so American. Wait a minute, let's get back to that.
White in the next decade, you have an issue with that. And you need to look hard in the mirror. That was joy. And if you turned on the other thing, you turned on Kid Rock.
You said, that was joy. That was joy? How was that joy? How was that? I mean, like I said, I seen clips of it. How was it joy? It's apparently to a lot of people, it was not joy. And then he says it was American. And because of the diversity. Sir, this is what I'm saying. People are not upset necessarily from what I have seen and observed. People are not upset necessarily of the fact that we have a Latino doing that. I don't think that's what the issue is. The issue was they couldn't understand what he was saying. Apparently, the entire performance was in Spanish. Stop it, bro. That is not, it has nothing to do with being pro-American. That's not what the issue is. I don't know nothing about Bad Bunny. I don't know if he's an American or I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But you can't say, okay, this is pro-American. Let's have this guy to show how pro-American he is. Let's have him sing everything in Spanish for our Latinos, our Latino brothers and sisters. Really? Most of the Latino brothers and sisters and the people in America, Latinos, speak English, stupid. So if he was to sing in English, they would understand it. So you mean to tell me the Latinos in this country that speak English, because most of them do, we're going to reverse that and say, hey, let's have Bad Bunny sing in Spanish for our Latino brothers and sisters. See how stupid and backwards that is? Because you're not singing for when you're singing in Spanish, it's not singing for your Latino brothers and sisters. You alienating millions of others who don't speak that language. The Latinos don't need and didn't need Bad Bunny to speak that language. They didn't need him to speak Spanish. They can speak English. The Super Bowl, from what I understand, is supposed to be a unifying thing. It's supposed to unify everyone. Isn't that how it used to be? Isn't that how it used to be? Proof of the fact that the NFL Super Bowl thing was a unifying concept was because that was the way it was many decades ago. When Michael Jackson performed, that was a unifying concept. When U2 performed, that was a unifying concept. When Prince performed, that was a unifying concept. It was all unifying because they all spoke in our freaking language. Everybody in America could relate to that. F out of here, man. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't finna play no more of this. I ain't finna play no more. I done had enough of him. I had enough of him. You get the gist of what he said. I'm getting triggered because I get so sick and tired of these lying people gaslighting the American people. Enough is enough. And God, y'all forgive me. I went off. I try to be professional, but I just get so sick and tired of the gaslighting. I get so sick and tired of the lying. Why does anybody watch TV? I don't know why people watch these people. I don't know why they're on TV. I don't even know why, man. You have to be as crazy as a bag of rocks to take anything in what this person said. I can't even bear to listen to any more of what he have to say because all what he just said so far is 99.9% BS. And I'm going to increase it 100% BS. Because nothing he said made any sense. Nothing he said was true. It was not unifying at all. It split people clearly. I was wanted to continue my discussion on that though because I wanted to respond to this man's comment on the Bad Bunny performance, and evidently this is a big thing going on now because the mainstream liberal media is constantly trying to push this narrative that this performance was the greatest performance in the United States of American history, all the way going back all the way to the Revolutionary War. I'm joking, obviously. But yeah, this was it. This is bang. I mean, man, wow. The clips I saw, it didn't look all that much to me. It didn't. In one particular clip, it looked like he grabbed his crotch. And I'm like, bro, if you're trying to be like Michael, the only person that has the right to grab their crotch is Michael Jackson. Okay? He the only one that have the right to do that. He got crouch grabbing rights, Michael Jackson do. You ain't got that, bro. You look real silly. You look like you look like you, I'm gonna say it, you look like you're jacking off. That's what he looked like he was jacking off. In front of the stage, in front of everybody. That's what you look like he was doing, bro. You ain't got that vibe, homie. So don't even do it. I saw him do it, and y'all know if you watched it, you saw him do it for quick. He did like this and put his hand, man, gone somewhere. Looked like his legs was like his knees was breaking. No, bro. but the mainstream media is pushing this narrative, and I think this is. And once again, I'm gonna sum this up. This is where a lot of division comes in, because all this division is being stirred up by the mainstream, funky, nasty, satanic media. Let me say this and I'll close. I promise. Something else I found out about Bad Bunny, okay, was that there was a clip that I saw of him dressing up as, and of course I don't know if he did it during the halftime show. I don't think he did doing that, but dressing up as a woman, dressing with some kind of red dress or whatever. Other was cross-dressing, and then I think he dressed up as the devil at one point. When he did this, I don't know. And I can't help but wonder, okay, here's a guy that's dressing up like this and acting this way, and this is what our kids are watching. But we ain't going to even get into that, because that's almost like a broken record. People just say, well, people got all kinds of dumb excuses to expose their children to nastiness like this, man. I'll be glad when Jesus come back. Get rid of all of this bull crap, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I really am. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the debauchery. I'm sick of the nastiness. I'm sick of the lies of the mainstream media. I'm sick of the lies of the politicians. I'm sick of it. And one day, Judgment Day is coming, and all this nasty stuff is going to be taken out. And people don't like what I say, tough. You ain't got to listen. And if you listen, you know it's entertaining. So there you go. But that's all it is anyway. At the end of the day, it's entertainment. My commentary is entertainment. So I got to do things to make it entertaining. But anyway, what do you guys think about this guy's commentary about this? Do you think it was unified? Do you think he was on point? Or do you think he was full of feces? I think he was full of feces. What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.